So the topic that I've chosen today is how can AI make you richer? Or the more basic question is, can AI make people richer? And at AURUM, we think that we have the answer, but we'd like to dive into it a little bit here. So what we've noticed is that AI, at the end of the day, I don't believe will replace humans. Obviously, humans will exist and will be around. But the thing that we're noticing is that AI will likely replace, people that use AI, will likely replace a lot of the things that we do today. And that's just, I think, obvious to a lot of us. And so I have a couple questions for the audience. Who here in the audience, by show of hands, has used AI in the last month? I think most people in the audience. Now, my second question, show of hands, who has asked AI a financial question? How do I make more money? How do I do this, that, from a financial standpoint? And so this is really the crux of what I'd like to dive into today. The real question is, are we going to take part in the revolution that's happening? And how are we going to take part in it? So the scale of AI impact is something that I think is very interesting for us. There's a couple interesting reports up here. I won't go through all the stats, but Goldman Sachs, the IMF, McKinsey, they're all projecting amazing numbers. The GDP, 2.6 trillion, 7% growth. I mean, these are crazy numbers that, if these do come true, this is going to be a world-changing technology, and I think that we can see that it already is. So AI trading platforms are just an extension of this. AI, in my opinion, and in the opinion of our company, is not the future. It is today. And how are we going to turn this technology into something that makes people's lives better, augments our finances, gives us a better life? So from the daily life standpoint, I think it's pretty obvious. We're using ChatGPT. There's payments that we can make. From the workplace side of standpoints, professionals can maybe work a little bit less and complete more, right? So maybe you're working 10, 20, 30% less and enjoying the fruits of that labor and more free time. Companies, we're noticing, that are reducing errors, oftentimes up to 40% in the workflow, and institutions as well are managing trillions of dollars and using this technology already in their workflow. So let's dive into it right now. The question that we have here is, how can individuals benefit from this technology? Now, it's not about wealth, it's not about being the richest person here, but how can we incrementally improve our lives? And for individuals, there's a couple different ways that we see. First one that I'd like to touch on is income growth. There are ways that we can invest our money. Now, obviously not in a super, crazy, 70% a month yield kind of thing, because these aren't sustainable. But there are ways that we can invest our money and use this technology to help us grow. The next one that I'd like to mention is the career premium. I think there's a huge premium. As I mentioned, 30–40% of time could be saved by people that are using this technology. And the last one is the productivity gains, as we mentioned. So AI saves an average of 26 minutes a day for an office worker. And if you add that up over the life of a worker or a year, it's a substantial number. Companies also can benefit from this technology in many of the same ways, but R&D can go a lot faster. You can look at a lot more research on medical things or on financial things. You can crunch numbers on historical data in ways that we could never do, or only the big banks with this technology could do before. Cost savings is another one. We can bring, via automation, things down 15, 20, 30%. And then the thing that we see as the driver of all of this is the revenue growth, right? So people and businesses are there to make money. That's the nature of a business. And so revenue growth is an important thing for companies. For investors, that's something that's very interesting to us because we have a platform at AURUM where people could take advantage of these types of things. And so we see all these crazy numbers. Almost 60% of trades today are using some sort of algorithm to complete the trade. The AI-powered funds outperform humans by up to 20%. Now, I believe this is even going to be increasing more and more as the time goes on. And we're on track, according to some statistics, for the AI-powered economy to be over 6 trillion. And I'm not talking about AI in general. I'm talking about AI in finance. 6 trillion by 2 or 3 years from now. So what's the next step here? We believe that the next step, and something that we're working very hard on, is AI agents. Not only AI agents that could help you schedule meetings or help you do all sorts of things, but AI agents in DeFi. AI agents become our digital teammates and are able to help us do things that otherwise we wouldn't be able to do or that would take us a lot longer to do. So we're excited about this technology. The wealth that we believe it'll create is only the beginning, and it's going to be something really exciting to see, and I think it's going to be easy to measure because we're going to see a hockey stick curve. So how can we do this? That's the key question that we have here. How can we build wealth with AI? And so these are some of the ways that we've thought, but I think the sky is the limit with this technology. I think there's going to be a whole lot of different ways that we see, probably ones that we can't even think about today. But as individuals, the AI tools are boosting our productivity. They're helping us launch products. We're creating income streams. And these kinds of things are very important to individuals. Again, these are not abstract concepts that are going to be used one day. These are actionable things that we can use today. So as an investor, you're able to explore AI-powered strategies and use some of the algorithmic technologies to cut out a lot of the errors, cut out a lot of the emotions in trading, and use this technology as a trading platform. So again, I'm not here to shill AURUM as much as I probably would like, but the reality is that AURUM is one of the players that's developing this technology, and we have this technology live right now in our AURUM bots, which are AI-powered bots, as well as in our neobank and our card product, and we're about to launch an exchange. So this is an entire ecosystem that is able to really take this technology and help people grow and use it in the best way possible. So for over 2 years now, we've been sort of in a beta testing with this, and we have very good historical returns, I guess you could say, and our track record is quite good. But again, past performance is no indication of future success, and so please do your research. Don't dive into things, whether it's AURUM or otherwise, but be sure what you're doing and be sure that you're using funds that you don't need to pay the rent or something like that. But AI is really transforming what we're doing in a systematic and intelligent way. And we've been very successful at AURUM with it, and we'd like to share that with as many people as possible. So the revolution is productivity, it's company growth, it's investors, it's opportunities, and it's creating partners in wealth creation. And that's what we're all about here at AURUM. We have a lot of people here in the audience that have participated in it. They're part of our partners. I can see a lot of people out here from all sorts of countries, Mongolia, Dubai, all around the world, Pakistan. And those, I believe the real key here is when we talk about will AI make people richer, I think the answer to that is it depends, right? It's kind of like a tool. If I have a knife, I can cut a cucumber. I can do good things or bad things with it. And depending on how much I put into this technology is how much I'm going to get out of it. And so I think really it's a matter of how we're using this technology and what our personal goals are and what we're going to be able to do it. But I think the key that I would mention here is that today what people are doing in AI is what tomorrow people will wish they were doing in AI. And so I believe that those of us that have a short-term vision of this, it's not going to be a good outcome. But this is a longer-term success story that those of us today that are investing in it, that are looking at ways that we can leverage this for a better life for ourselves, are the ones that are going to be able to use it. And so at the end of the day, I think AURUM has a very strong product. It's an AI-powered trading system, but that's only part of our product. And people can opt into that or not if they want. But really the core of our business is our neobank. We have a live card, which has some really amazing opportunities for people, as well as the exchange, which we're about to launch, and a few other things. So the opportunity is very big, and it really depends on how people are using this technology and leveraging it to the best of their abilities. So in closing, I think the future of finance is obviously intelligent. The answer to the question, can AI make people richer, is it depends. And what does it depend on? It depends on human factors. It depends on how we use it. It depends on what we use it for, and it depends on a lot on the power that we have as people to leverage this technology for our own good. And so I want to thank you guys for coming out, and that's what I got for you. So thank you guys.